Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates. My name is Illura and this is the Sacred Gates podcast where we explore all things energy, work, chi, structure. And structure is something that I just wanted to touch on today because I really feel that it's a missing piece in the quest for spiritual enlightenment and higher self-connection, which is what the Sacred Gates is all about. What I want to share with you is this. If you want a deep level of a deep connection with your higher self, then you need to be working with your hardware. And what I mean by hardware is your physical body, because your physical body has a certain organizational structure that many people are not aware of exists, and that it's a spectrum of achieving a certain level of openness and softness and working with all your networks and cables and conduits and rivers and streams and all the energy and the flow of information, electrical information and communication in the body. If you are not tending to your physical structure at that level, at those levels within that spectrum, then you're not able to have a body that is a temple for those higher energies, those higher selves, your higher self to come through you. And so it's like having a temple, but you walk inside and you want to give reference to your spiritual God or whatever it is, like a real temple in a city, for example. And you walk inside and the steps are wobbly and the front door's off its hinges and the roof's kind of leaking with water coming in, and there's spider webs in the corner, and someone's come and left some litter on apple cores on the corner and all of that, and there's dust on the floor, and there's not care. And it's not just about diet, it's beyond that. It's not just about positive thinking, it's not just about the mind and how the intellect can connect with the higher energies or the higher self or the higher selves and higher body. In order for us to connect to our higher body and our higher selves and higher energies, we have to make our body into a temple. This is the practice of Teshara. It is also the practice of yoga. And I believe that yoga has lost a lot of its essence and it's lost its way in this world at this time. And there's a lot of teachers and practitioners that are not connected to the true essence of yoga. For yoga really is Qigong. It is the work of energy. It is creating and manifesting and working with your body so that your body can become a temple for spiritual actualization, for higher self-connection. And so, a lot of yoga now is about stretching. There's just a focus on hatha. There's a focus on stretching. It's also a focus on image and how beautiful you can be with your yoga mat. Not every school, not everyone, okay? But there is an overall arching kind of energy on the planet today with yoga, of it being about an external form and can you get this pose looking like that, and stretching and the whole image thing and the beautiful thing. So I do believe and I experience every day the potential for the body to be a temple, to be a temple body vehicle for the higher self to come through. And so when we know how to work our physical body, we understand that there is a certain kind of organization that can occur within the body. Now, many of us have disorganized systems, disorganized bodies at this time. We interact with technology in a way that throws us out. A lot of our diets are really throwing our electromagnetic polarities out, and cellulite is another issue I'm going to do a video on soon. And there are many different influences, posture, emotions, the way we think, the way we stand. And this is why in many of the Qigong practices and also in yoga as a Qigong, we have standing, walking, sitting and lying practices to take care of all the different ways of being a human and moving in the world, because our body really, really matters. So when we're able to change our hardware, our body, we're able to change our software, which is like the programs in the mind that flow through that structure. The more organized and cleaned and aligned and open and soft And the thicker that we're able to make our conduits and networks through building the ball, through holding postures for as long as we can, through knowing how to align and open and structure our bodies in such a way, then we are able to open to higher energies in a sustainable, safe, and extremely powerful way. And this is when the higher self is able to come through, not just as a trickle, not just through as an intellectual concept, not just as a sometimes as a maybe, or when I feel really inspired, but always progressively working on that spectrum as you develop through your body, through your training. And I believe that your training should be physical, and this is why Qigong is a great practice. You could maybe call it other things, as long as it's developing your physical body, your physical networks, and you're really waking up your electrical neurology. And another video I'll do soon is on the neuroplasticity, making your body electric, awake, and neuroplastic, and working on the central pillar and working on all the limbs of the tree, of the sacred tree that you are, of the sacred temple that you can become. So just wanted to review on that. That is very fantastic.